Well, hello. How's everyone's? Y'all want to do round 3? Sure. Why not? I'm going to give an update on my Lazy Girl sourdough. Why? Because I have a friend that just had a baby, and we're doing a meal train. I'm making pasta, and I'm going to make her a loaf of sourdough, or we're going to try. So it's 7:13 at night. I'm not planning on baking her off till tomorrow, but I did mess with my recipe, so I wanted to bring you all along for this because I had a bunch of fails, and I couldn't figure out why. So, we've changed it a little bit. Hang on. Okay, I gotta make sure you can see me. Sorry for the background noise. All right, flour, salt, starter, warm water. We're going to go ahead and get that going. All right, so what I'm going to do is I was doing like 125 grams of starter. We're going to do like 300 plus. I just have to make sure I still have this much starter left, so however much that is, or until I get to 500 grams. I know, hang on, let me go get. All right, got our dough hook and my handy dandy. I don't normally like to do this in a plastic bowl, but both my metal bowls are in the refrigerator because we got cookie dough in them. Now, I'm still going to do the same amount of liquid as I did before, which is around 335 grams, I guess, somewhere around there. I don't get too awful worried about that number if it's a little over or under. Okay, sorry. I need to get back on here and do my things. Keep shutting off. All right, so we're at 0. Let's see where. Oh, shit thick. Oh, shit thick. Can we get 250? We got 258. We'll call her 260. Yeah, I got about that much left, which is enough. That is more than enough of Voldemort, in case you all forgot his name. Look, this dude's been banging. He can bang out some Death Eaters like nobody's business. All right. So, there's that for that. I'm going to tar it out again. And we're probably going to do about 335, somewhere around there. I like warm water. Does it matter? Probably not, but that's just what I do. That's just what I do. $337. We'll call that good. All right, Mickey. I don't like to mix it on my scale because I'm afraid I'm going to break it. I've never broke a scale, but Henry does it all the time. This is like my 3rd scale, Brat. That's my Maine Coon for any of you out there that don't know. No, I did not buy him. He was a surrender. I'm a rescuer. I don't do that. Shut up, you. All right, we're still going to do 500 grams of flour. Shell. We've tarred it out, and we'll just keep on going here. Maybe we will. I try to get pretty close to the 500 grams. 501, we'll call that a day. And then I do 11 grams of salt. Why? Because salt makes your bread taste good. Y'all know the deal. Mixy. All right, we now have a shaggy dough. Now, because I'm OCD, I'm going to scrape down the sides because I can't stand it and I don't like a messy bowl. So come back when I do that. All right, she's got her little bonnet on her. She's going to go back in the oven until I start making cookies for at least an hour. We're going to do a stretch and fold, another hour of stretch and fold, and hopefully another hour of stretch and fold, and then we'll let it rise. So that would be 8, 9, 10 would be our last stretch and fold. I've got puppies, so new puppies, and they're 18 days old, and they're also not feeling great. So that means I got to get up tonight and feed children's. So might as well make the bread. That way it's not bulk fermenting overnight, because we've kind of talked about that, and that's how you get over fermented. We'll figure out how long that's going to be. The bake may be at the end. We may have to do another video. We'll see. But when I get it bulk fermented, then I will leave it in the refrigerator until I come back tomorrow evening after work, and we'll bake it off then. So in the oven for an hour. We'll come back at 8:21. All right, so it is 10:30. This is our last stretch and fold. You can kind of see where we are. We're getting there. It's pretty nice already. Yeah. So we're going to do one more stretch and fold.
Our drinks, right? You know what I'm saying? Right. So you're saying it's not necessarily a high probability event of a sale, but it is becoming more and more likely. It doesn't mean that it's, high. I think we're at 15%. 15%? Do you think it's that high for civil war? Yeah, maybe 20. To do this, and it's going to be a color revolution. We now have proof that they are doing a color revolution here in America, and they're funding it to $300 million for the No Kings weekend. Okay? We know what their intent is.
All right.
So we also know that, did you see this?
Last time. We'll put it in the oven, and I'll come back and let you know when the fermentation is done, and we're gonna stick it in the refrigerator. All right, so it's 2 days later. Yeah, Death Eater's been sitting in my refrigerator for 2 days. So he's in the oven right now, and the first 30 minutes just went off. So we're getting ready to take the lid off. Let's find out together to see if he did his job. Hang on, because we got another 25 minutes to go. Let me turn you around. All right, I had to let all the heat get out. Y'all ready? Oh, Lord, pray with me. 1, 2, 3. And he did do his job. Oh my God, look at him. Oh, he's fantastic. All right, sir, back you go for another 25. All right, look it. This is a good tip for people. This lid is hot as Hades. I will leave that on that, which tells my brain and everybody else that it's hot. Don't touch it. Come back in 23 minutes and 46 seconds, and we'll check on the bread. All righty. We've just pulled him out of the oven. He's not quite as tall as I thought he was, but he sounds, oh yeah, he sounds good. Let's see what he looks like on the bottom. He's hot. That's good. I probably could have got away with just 20 minutes and not 25, but he got fat, look. That kind of held him there. But there you go. So, I used extra starter, and that seems to have done the trick for me. Now, look it. I use all-purpose, unbleached, pre-sifted flour, and I use tap water. Y'all do you. This is what I do. I don't do filtered water. I live in Tennessee, and we've got pretty good water. But there's the update on the new Lazy Girl sourdough, all in one video. You're welcome.